Welcome to the Golden Gate Gaming Podcast, week number 17. This week we are back to audio only. Had some little bit of tech issues and scheduling and all that fun stuff that happens when you try to get stuff together. But we're still here. We're still making the podcast. This week I am joined by Kassidy, Patrick,
Hello.
and Gavin.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey y'all.
Hi. It's good to be back.
we got some stuff to talk about this week, I think. There's
Yeah.
Not much,
a few
but
big
something.
events happened.
Welcome to the Star Wars podcast, everybody.
Pretty much
Yeah.
what it is.
This week is all Star Wars. All Star Wars. That's it.
If somehow you missed it, Star Wars Celebration just happened.
Whoa,
over
what?
in
Star
Orlando.
Wars? What? I had no idea.
You know that thing with giant space battles and stuff?
Star
Yes.
Oh god.
Okay, think of more shooty, less talky,
Yeah.
and less actual sciencey stuff.
No science.
Yeah, I love that little. Oh well, we'll get into it later. The trailer was great. I loved the stuff in it.
Oh, some of the pictures and videos that came out of that were glorious.
Oh man.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Let's start off with some good old Nintendo though. Some news came out this week about them. I think this came out first was the number of Switches they sold. They sold. I know I lost the number. It was 2.4 million Switch consoles worldwide. It's
That's
not
it?
bad. It's been a month or something like that.
I think it's been 2 months.
2 months?
I think it's been 2 months.
Nope.
It came...
March 3rd.
It's going for
Month
2
and a half.
months.
Okay, a month and a half. Okay. Well, close to 2 months.
I mean, you haven't been able to buy it, so it's
That is true. They've been
that's
kind of
basically opening weekend sales.
Yeah. They've been doing their thing where it's like, let's just give them a taste. Just give them a taste of what they want. But, yeah, no, that's good because of the fact that they're so
It's
hard to
actually
get.
incredibly good. It's the best console start that they've ever had.
That Nintendo's ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, it's really good for Nintendo. I mean, and to be fair, I've gotten to play with the Switch, and I see how they've actually very well targeted the right consumer with, like, hey, you're gonna be out, you're probably gonna be hanging out at in certain cases with my friends, we hang out at boba places. You pull out the Switch, undo the Joy-Cons, and just start playing, Metal Slug or something like that, and it's like, hey, let's play Metal Slug. Like, it's really actually cool and fun to have with you.
It's a cool console. I just wish it had actual games on it.
More games.
Give it time. There is gonna be more games. I mean, they have Mario
Eventually,
Kart coming
yeah.
out soon.
I actually ordered
very
that
soon.
bundle.
Yay, they have a 2-year-old game coming out.
Is it 2 years?
It's about 2 years.
3-year-old?
Two.
Yeah.
2
Well,
years.
I mean, yeah, okay.
Old game.
Well,
Whatever.
I mean, it's an old game, but it's gonna get a new player base because of the fact that, hey, you can now link up 4 Joy-Cons to one Switch and be like, let's play Mario or like Mario Kart and try to kill each other with like a tiny little 4-way split screen.
God damn.
Blue shell.
4-way split screen on a 7-inch screen is ridiculously tiny.
I've done it
stupid.
before with a 5-inch screen. Remember when the
It's
GameCube had that little
stupid.
attachment thing that you could get? Remember that?
stupid.
That
It's
I played that.
stupid.
It was fun as shit when you were in a car, trust me. And I guarantee you for road trips, people will deal with it. They'll be like,
Of
all right,
course.
which screen am I on again? It's like, you're at the bottom right corner. It's like, all right, pay attention to the bottom right corner. People, honestly, even for me, I will pay attention to my little tiny corner and just be like, where the fuck are you people?
Doesn't make it a good experience. People will still do it.
Yeah. It's it's an old game. Granted, I'm sure like for Mario Party, it'll be a lot better.
Oh, yes.
I mean, they haven't announced a Mario Party yet.
No.
Well,
Who knows
One
when
can
that will come out?
dream.
Well, they will. They eventually will.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Would they do it for was Super Mario Galaxy? What was the other game they're not making up?
Odyssey?
I think it's Odyssey. Yeah. Might be
That's
the same
single
one.
player.
Yeah, that's single player. We're talking more or less multiplayer because technically, it is kind of a multiplayer party console when you think about it.
Yeah, it's great for that. It's just it's got a slow start in my opinion,
Yeah.
and in a lot of people's opinion.
I mean,
But it
that's
still
what it
sold like
usually does.
hotcakes.
When the Wii
They-
came out, they had like what 3 games. So I mean, they usually
Yeah.
had slow starts.
But you also have this other comment like more Zelda sold though. What's
Yes,
This
in the
makes me laugh
U.S.
so hard.
In the U.S., they sold 906,000 consoles, and they sold 925,000 copies of Zelda.
So
Good numbers.
that small portion that doesn't match most likely are for the Wii generation units.
No, that's just for the Switch.
Switch.
It's people that bought the collector's editions and then bought a regular edition as well,
Oh,
most likely.
pretty good.
just
Tails.
because they don't want to open the box?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Okay.
Hey man,
Or
if you have the
something. I
money,
mean,
So-
They sold more copies of Zelda for the Switch than they sold Switches.
They're still making Switches though.
So they're essentially like hoping that at some point when they get their hands on a Switch, they'll be like, "Yes, I can finally play my Zelda."
Yeah, it's either people buying 2 copies or people buying the game and not getting a Switch. Who
I
knows
can-
what it is?
I can see them buying the 2 copies versus the actual like buying a copy and not having a Switch or something like that.
I mean, I'll play with it. It's
I know
pretty
someone
decent.
can have the copy and just wait for the Switch because it's sold out everywhere. So they're just
Well,
waiting, like calling
okay,
GameStop every day. They're
it's-
like, oh, one day. One
It's
fucking
sold
day.
out single, like you cannot buy the Switch alone. They still sell them in bundles with like a game, which I don't know what game is included with the bundle, but they sell it with a game included and other little accessories. Because I have a friend who works at GameStop and she gets annoyed when it's like, can't you just sell me the console? It's like, no, I have to sell it to you in a bundle because that's what they come in. It's like, I just want the console. And she gets super pissed about it because it's like, you people don't seem to understand the concept of you buy
What a
the
fucking bundle
bundle
is.
with the game. I think the bundle,
It's probably an extra 100.
I think so. It's an extra 100. It comes with like a carrying case, a game obviously, which the games are what $450.
It depends on the game. There's a pretty
Yeah.
wide variety.
40 to
Default is
50.
60 though.
Oh, is
No,
it so?
60 is default.
So for that little cartridge, it's at the same pricing as like a standard Xbox One or PS4 disc game,
What is?
right? Is that
What?
what
I don't
you-
understand that comparison.
No.
Well,
What?
the pricing. Hold on.
Like a Vita.
What, like a Vita? What?
Why does what it comes on make a difference in the price?
The same
No,
game.
because what you're saying is like the pricing of the game itself is like you're saying $60, which is almost the same range as all the other console games.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The games are the same games. They're the same price.
Except that one's on a cartridge versus the others being on a disc.
Why does that matter? Why does that change
So?
the price?
Okay, all right, whatever. Fine.
You're
The
paying...
cartridges are more expensive than discs.
Yes.
And you
If
still get a
anything,
game on them.
The Switch ones should be more expensive if you're going by that, because the cartridges are more expensive.
Is it because of also the fact they added that weird bitter chemical
No.
crap?
No.
No, it's because flash storage is more expensive than discs.
Okay. So let's see here. I looked up the 500. It's a $500 bundle, which so it's $100 extra
$200
dollars
more.
or 200.
Isn't it 300 for the Switch?
300 for
Yeah,
Switch. 400.
Okay, so it's 200. So it well, wait, doesn't the $300 Switch come with the Joy-Cons already?
Yeah.
One.
One?
2.
It comes with both. It should come with both. Like, why wouldn't it come with both?
One,
That's
one,
stupid.
one pair. One pair.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Clarify what you're saying. One.
Go ahead.
Comes with one Joy-Con. You can play with just your right hand.
So let's see. This $500 gets you a Switch in either gray or neon, which I don't know what the neon. I don't know. Whatever.
It's the red and blue Joy-Cons.
Oh, okay. Breath of the Wild and Breath of the Wild expansion pass, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and a 128 SD card to store your games, which, to be fair, is a pretty good deal.
Not,
But-
Mario Kart
not really.
has Mario
No.
Kart.
Wouldn't like it.
It was
It's
actually a
Mario
bad
Kart.
deal. That's actually a really bad deal.
Mario
Why?
Kart.
Is it really because of Mario Kart?
That's all I hear.
No, because it's $120 in games plus like what, $10 in carrying case, and then $40 in SD card, which means you're paying an extra $20.
Not worth it. It's pretty bad.
Which I don't know. This is some random site that I picked at random.
Because 128 gig SD cards are now in the like $40 to $50 range.
Yeah, most likely. I haven't looked at SD cards in a long time, so
I know. I've looked at them. I'm not saying that they might be there. They are there.
He's an expert in this.
He is the king, so he knows it.
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, some people
you're paying extra to get that bundle.
right,
No.
which I think the reason why people I understand kind of why people don't want to get the bundle, mainly because of the fact they don't want the extra games, they want it for something else. But like, I'm sorry, you're gonna need to get an SD card regardless, or a micro SD card regardless for expansion storage.
Yeah, but why should you have to pay extra to get a fucking bundle? Bundles should be cheaper.
I
That's
don't
too
know.
much.
I really have no idea. That's just how the pricing for GameStop is, and we all know
Yeah.
how GameStop tends to be.
GameStop's dumb.
Really dumb.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Gray and neon, huh? Two colors. Okay. No, not
Yeah.
interested.
In other news that I'm sure everyone has known by now, Nintendo discontinued the NES Classic.
Boo.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
Let's make a console that everyone loves and people are buying up as soon as they go in stock, and you can't buy one anywhere because they just sell out instantly.
Yeah.
And then we'll say we're gonna keep more are coming. Oh no, we're done.
We're done. Discontinue.
It's pretty much
Yeah.
just a middle finger to us.
It's okay. To be fair, I think it was just honestly a gimmick to be like kind of get people into like, oh my god, our childhood or retro or whatever, and just so they can, because honestly, to make that is not that expensive. Like honestly, it probably cost them like less than $10 to make or $20 to make, and they sold it for a marked up price of over 200%.
Probably closer to $30, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just literally like a Raspberry Pi motherboard and like a small little storage slot in there, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all there is.
Would this be like a shift because they're gonna double production for the Switch? That's why they discontinued the whole thing.
They should really focus on the Switch production, because honestly, that's still a really like wanted...
But it's not like this really takes away much production.
No.
No,
but
it really doesn't. But I'm sure they were using like part of their factory to be like, I think we should repurpose this to build the Switch cases and maybe retool the docks for the Switch. Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
So- I'm checking out eBay right now for the NES Classic. It's at $200.
They're like-
$270.
Oh, they
That's
went
it?
down then.
Because I've seen
they
people
were they were
tried-
closer to $350 when I was looking.
Yeah, they were in the pretty high range.
$310, $275. I'm not getting one of these. What the hell?
You're
what?
not, or you said you are?
No.
Okay, I was about to say, like, why would you do that? You could easily just go to like one of those old, like, the mom and pop like used game stores and easily find the actual console, the real thing.
Except those are a pain to use with modern TVs and stuff.
Yeah, it's called GameStop.
Or you know, get a Retron 5.
No,
I mean,
I'm
they
good.
play those same cartridges.
Or get a Raspberry Pi.
Or get a Raspberry Pi.
I'm gonna get back with this.
$35.
In a bit. Yeah.
Bam.
35 a pop.
Oh man, yeah, it's God. Nintendo hates money. They're weird. They're a weird
We
company.
have too much money. Take it. We don't want it. We have too much. Take it back.
Didn't you say, Reilly, that Nintendo's the only company that actually makes money off of their consoles and all that stuff?
Yeah, they don't sell consoles at it. I mean, they're not the only one that makes money on their consoles, but all the other, like Sony and Microsoft both sell their consoles at a loss generally when they start. Usually by the end of the generation, they're making money on the consoles, but at the beginning, they'll be selling them at a loss.
Okay,
Always.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right.
But Nintendo never does that.
No.
In other console news, Scorpio, more info about Scorpio has been coming out, and a lot of it's not really interesting, but the thing that caught my eye was that Scorpio has been confirmed to support FreeSync over HDMI,
Whee!
which is really cool once TVs get FreeSync built in.
Yeah, I don't see that happening anytime with.
I mean, it'll probably happen soon. I mean, Microsoft is pushing it. Microsoft can set trends. They're a huge company.
It can happen.
Yeah, true. It's just like they're coming out with the 2018 generation of TVs right now, which definitely are not going to have that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so probably like in maybe a year or two.
Probably
year.
2019 you'll see a couple high-end sets with it.
Yeah,
And then
high-end
2020
sets.
So I have to
you'll
buy a
probably
new
see it more
TV
proliferated.
for my new console?
Not
And you don't have
necessarily.
to.
No.
It's just if you want to.
Like the only reason for the free syncing, honestly, is just so that you don't have quote unquote, well, an actual thing called screen tearing, which is a thing you normally see with consoles and right now anyways, because of the fact that the refresh rate to the console to TV is like very different. But
Well, it's because the consoles don't keep it'll help a lot with consoles because consoles don't keep a constant frame rate very well. And even when they do, they're usually at 30, which is half what the TV is
right.
generally. So it's cool, and it's a step forward for the future, and it's a future proofing for when it is a common feature.
Right.
The Scorpio will be able to do it.
Didn't the first Xbox have like an AMD graphics processor of some kind?
I mean, AMD has had console graphics for a long time.
Oh, okay.
NVIDIA hasn't
remember.
been in consoles
fair.
for a while.
Yeah.
It's been
Okay.
all AMD. All AMD all the time. PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360,
Scorpio. No, not Scorpio. Just kidding.
Scorpio.
I love my Scorpio. I'm gonna pre-order it soon when June hits, so I can't wait.
Oh, June is when the pre-orders
E3,
start.
Yep.
probably.
Because
Mm.
yeah, they don't announce if they leak it. It's nothing.
It wasn't a leak. It was a timed like actual spec
It was
release.
not a leak.
No. They're leaking like when it's gonna come out. Like from forgot the site.
There's no leaks. It's just rumors and speculation. It's not a leak.
It's a leak. Leak confirmed.
And how do you know if it's gonna come out if you don't leak it though? When do you expect it, at least?
Because there's actually timed events that you can speculate when it'll actually be released, like when
Like
pre-orders will be
E3.
released and stuff. Like E3, that's a good time to say, "Hey, you can pre-order it now."
Like
I mean, freaking Bethesda did it with their when they said like, "Hey, by the way, we have Fallout 4 coming at the end of the year, and you can also, play Fallout Shelter right now." And I mean, it's during a event where major like manufacturers and a trade show or something, that's when you want releases to actually come out and actually surprise people, quote unquote surprise. So
Like Beyonce
Yeah.
dropping an album. Boom.
or Destiny 2.
I'm kind of hoping that I hope that they just put pre-orders up at E3.
Oh, they will.
Which I
Definitely.
think they'll do that. I hope they don't just announce the date. That would be kind of lame. I want them to announce like, this is the price. These are the games you can play on it. And bam, pre-orders are up. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
yes, that would be
Mic
nice.
drop. Boom.
Yeah, they need some big stuff to catch up.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, I mean, they already kind of have a good factor in their favor where they have an actual physical 4K player versus the PS4 Pro.
Yeah, a shocking number of people do not give a shit about that, though.
No.
I don't understand why. That's just.
I'll still get it
I'm-
regardless.
Well, I will too, because I have the Xbox One, but I'm gonna wait for Scorpio because it's like, why bother getting an S when Scorpio is probably gonna come out most likely gonna come out by next year, and I'll have a 4K TV by then.
4K
So-
TV, 4K Blu-ray player. Oh yeah, pretty sensitive.
So
So all in one.
it's
Yeah,
yeah.
don't buy DS, people. Don't buy DS unless you want to.
What I'm hoping for is that they kind of. Do you think that they'll actually do what they did with the Xbox, with the whole HDMI in, HDMI out for like integration with your home entertainment?
They
kind of
confirmed
deal?
that those ports are staying.
Those ports are staying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll have the same port setup as the Xbox One S.
I just hope they improve it, cause oh my god, it's still a nightmare to figure out for me. Like when I first plugged it in to try doing that, it was having a hard time. Then again, it was also trying to figure it out with AT&T. Probably would be easier with Comcast now. I don't know. I haven't tried. I stopped doing it. It's just like, why bother?
No.
It just was more effort on me having to teach my dad how to use a console that would stay on all the freaking time. And you try teaching an 80-year-old man how to use a console. My God. It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't have cable, so it doesn't matter to me.
There's that too. When I actually move to my own place, then it'll be like, all right, we just need internet, and that is it.
That's it.
That's all I want.
And power. Don't forget power and phone.
Well, cell phone. I mean, but yeah, power would kind of be helpful.
Yep.
But yeah.
But speaking of Microsoft being ahead instead of needing to catch up, they announced that they are adding a refund system, much in the vein of Steam,
Good
which
job.
is
Good job.
amazing, fantastic for consumers,
About
and
fucking time.
Fuck you, Sony. Catch
I
up.
really hope that Sony catches up on that end,
Catch up.
because it's shitty for consumers to not have any form of trials or refunds for broken games or any of that shit, and it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. That's cool that Microsoft is doing that. I mean, hey, cool. You're actually doing the same kind of model as Steam has been doing for the last year.
Yep. Took them a year to work it out, but
Yeah.
We got it.
I-
We're on our way.
I think it's more because of the fact the logistics. They have to go actually hire people to like read into the claim and be like, okay, is it really that broken? And they actually try to replicate the user's claim, and they're like, oh, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah, here's your money back. We'll take the game out of your library, or we'll take away the game license from you.
I thought it was going to be an automated system. Like, I didn't read into it a ton. I thought it was going to be automated, like Steam.
It might be. It could be. I mean, I'm sure they probably are implementing kind of the same rules as how Steam is, whereas like if you play the game less than 2 hours, I think it's how Steam does it.
Yeah.
Less than 2 hours, then you can return it for a full refund. Because I know before it was like, hey, this game is total shit. You bought it, like you bought a digital copy, and you're just like, this game is total shit. I don't want it. You're stuck with it, and you lose all your money for it. But then again, that's your fault for not researching, like, do I really want to play this type of game?
I mean, it's not always your fault.
No.
No.
I mean, it happens more with indie titles that are put on the store.
Or No Man's
like,
Sky.
Wish Ray
Oh,
over here. Shout
Innovator
Ray.
of the year.
out to Ray and Grayson, wherever you are.
If Ray heard you say that, she would kill you.
Why
Let
she would agree
let her
with
hear
me.
it. Let her hear it.
She'd agree with me that game fucking sucks.
It does suck. Okay, we agreed. Stop. Stop precious.
Innovator of the year.
Nothing but lies.
Yeah, it's a disappointment. Up to now, their updates are very slow, so it's still a good game. Bullshit.
Okay.
What
Like
what
doing
other
the
small
same
things
thing
do we
over
have
and over
to
again.
chat about?
Petty game. Starcraft's free. Ooh, Starcraft.
Yeah. With the new what is it, 1.8 patch, I believe it was.
Yes.
The first patch in many, many, many years, and the game is free now, ahead of the remastered edition coming out, which will be how you pay for it again to get all the new stuff they've worked on. But if you just want to go play the original, it is free, which is awesome.
People care about the 60 frames now, so they're gonna cough up money for a better version of Starcraft. Good for you, buddy. Good for you, Blizzard. Earn that money.
So good.
Yeah.
Starcraft is awesome. It's the original.
I
The best esport.
I don't recall you guys talk about Overwatch last week. So Uprising was out, so please enjoy. Give Blizzard your support by buying a lot of loot boxes. They'll make more content for. Wait, is it about a year now since
Sponsors.
We're not sponsored.
Sponsored.
Don't start there.
Sponsors. Sponsors.
Yeah,
Sponsored Loot Crate. Buy Loot Crate. Sponsored.
We're not. Please ignore the Black Mamba in the house.
Wow, racist. Wait.
That's your nickname on the chat. Don't argue. You put that in there. I did not.
Gotcha.
I can't believe you. You're so racist.
I know.
Right?
Why you gotta bring race into this?
Why am I racist? What the fuck did I say?
Because you said Black Mamba, that's why.
Why can't
That's
I
a
be White
name.
Mamba?
That's a
Why can't I-
snake.
Why can I be White Mamba? Triggered.
Because there's
Shoot. Oh no.
Speaking of Overwatch Uprising, have any of you gotten any of the skins from the new event currently going on?
I have tracers and like in the free
Triggered.
4 boxes I got.
Four
Yeah.
loot boxes.
I've
got
been
one.
I've been getting more and more freaking of those loot boxes, and the only actual new skin I got was Torbjorn's freaking the other one, the one where he looks like a fat mechanic in a wife beater.
Oh, my favorite.
Now that's racist.
How is that racist? That is totally not racist. That
Did
is
you hear
the
any kind of race in that?
yeah. I called him a fat dude in a wife beater, like
White beater.
white beater. Technically, the shirt is white, but I mean, it's just yeah.
Why you gotta be racist? It's a shirt. Why can't the shirt be black, huh?
Because the shirt wasn't
should be
black.
black.
That's the
It
choice
was
they.
not black.
Anyways,
It's freaking blue, okay?
Triggered.
Overalls.
whatever. What?
Equal right to shirts. Equal right to shirts.
Yeah. What? Okay. Whatever. But yeah, I'm still trying to work for freaking the damn Reinhardt and Mercy skin. And also I want Genji, and I just want all of them. I want all the skins, but like the factor ratio for me getting those skins right now are like super low. It's
Cuff up
stupid.
the cash, buddy. You know you have money in your pockets.
Just cuff 'em up.
There's one thing to buy. There's another where,
You play for it.
Yeah, there's a total difference there.
It's taking too long. Oh my god. Especially with freaking competitive. Fucking cheating motherfuckers.
But yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. Should I tell you the time they asked me to be a healer and they won't stop defending me and I get killed every time I heal them?
That's because you need to get good.
No, I'm not. I'm good. They're not protecting me when I heal them. Okay.
It's called get behind their shield and get behind the body meat shields. Like that's
yeah,
enough.
I know. I'm behind Arisa's power shield. That's a very lovely feature. Thank you for reminding me.
Arisa's shield, like if it's not fully targeted, can last a while. But if it's targeted by like soldier, any machine gun type weapon, it'll disintegrate instantly. It's ridiculous.
It's very stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, and that's why like whenever I play, it's like, okay, you need 2 tanks, you're defending. It's like, okay, get a Rhine because the shield will last longer, but get an Orisa as backup because she also can defend as well as clump them together.
Shoot. Yep.
And shoot. I mean, like if it depends on who's playing that character and how good they are, and that's why I say get good.
I am good.
Don't argue.
You claim this. You claim this.
Yeah, we'll play together, so don't worry. We'll make it happen.
Okay. All right. I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Let's switch up.
Well, we were talking about consoles a few seconds ago, so I'm gonna bring this up. You brought it up in the chat a while ago or earlier today, and I was like, "What do you freaking do?" Because Sony announced that they were gonna, for their slim consoles, they are now putting in a 1 terabyte drive. They're gonna start putting in a 1 terabyte drive, which it's
such a big deal.
It's not new.
It's a waste of time and money.
Such a big deal.
It's
not big deal.
It's not that big of a deal because you can even if you bought a slim previously, you can still swap the hard drive out on the slim models even easier than you can with the standard PS4s. Yeah. I actually looked up how to do it, and it's not that hard.
It's really easy. I do it on my Pro.
Yeah, right. And so like you're better off just buying a Pro, upgrading that internal memory, and just be like done. It's like it's not. I mean, I understand for the general consumer who may not care that, hey, like, oh, cool, 1 terabyte. And to be fair, a 1 terabyte drive can fill up fairly fast.
It's pretty fast.
If you buy strictly digital copies of all your games. But it's like... Huh?
Yeah, don't forget the install base for the games on disc.
Yeah, they're stupid, like 40 gigabyte install base and shit like that. But still, it's like, I had a 500 gig on my PS4 because it was the original launch console, and I filled it up within 6 months because mainly of the install base. Yep. So it's like, yeah, it's what, I don't know. So it's stupid. It's like, great, you're doing the same thing as you did with your PS4 generation. You're putting more bigger hard drives. Next thing we'll know, they're gonna announce a PS4 Pro and a PS4 Slim with a 2 terabyte drive. Whoop-de freaking do.
Which is why it's a fucking big deal. I don't care.
Rather it's a PS4 Slim or a Pro. They're all beautiful, no matter the size.
Swear to God, if we were in physical person, I would fucking slap the shit out of you right now, Kevin. Because it's
like, you're talking to me, and I was like, "Excuse you."
No, I'm not talking as much. No, because no, you're fine. Me. You're perfectly fine. It's Kevin who I want to slap. It's like, because look, all right. I actually, when I pulled out the PS4, my PS4's hard drive, and I replaced it, I apparently had bought the exact brand of freaking internal hard drive that they use, which is like a weird Korean type or some weird off-brand name that normally people wouldn't buy here, but apparently Sony uses it in all of their products.
Was it HGST?
Yeah, that. I bought that because
they're not a weird brand. They're one of the best brands.
Oh, is it?
They're so weird.
Okay. To be fair, I have the kind of same mentality of most consumers, where it's like, if it's not Western Digital or Seagate or whatever, then it's a weird name to me. But yeah, when I pulled it up, I'm like, I bought the exact same freaking hard drive, but I have higher storage space on the newer one. So it's like, all right, whatever, plug it in, pop, good, all good. I mean, yeah, so they use that specific one in all of their products. Even the PS3 had that, I think, if I remember right.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
So you're better off literally just buying whatever the console at the cheapest price and upgrading the hard drive afterwards. That's my little tidbit.
You could totally do 2 terabytes or 4.
You can go up to 4 or 6 technically. Yeah. If you really want to push it.
So many games in that space. Yeah, it'll never happen for me.
You can. I have a 4 terabyte external hard drive, and I've only filled like a smidge of that sucker.
A smidge.
Yeah, 4 terabytes is plenty of space.
Plus, I do recall.
Nah. Okay, Mr. Reilly, whatever.
No, I do recall PS4
nice
having.
Comeback.
I have nothing. Okay, with his PC specs compared to mine, he's got way more storage space than I do.
I only have 8 terabytes. Come on.
More.
That's
pretty big.
That's double than what I got technically
More.
internally. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, do remind people that PS4 do external hard drives now. So don't really care about the one.
Finally.
Whoop-de-doo.
Finally.
I'm like
just a reminder. You have to spend that much shit. No.
I mean, again, whoop-de-doo. Like I don't. I'm not gonna carry all of my backups onto an external drive where it's like I'm not gonna. It's what I don't know.
So dismissive.
I know.
I'm very tired. Okay.
It's a long night. It's freaking 9:30. Good lord, people.
So
past his bedtime.
Late.
And it's
technically I go to bed at like midnight, but yeah. And I should not be doing that.
So it's not technically past your bedtime.
I don't got work tomorrow, so I can sleep in. So I'm up till whenever.
You don't care.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
I just try to be cool sometimes, you know.
Whoop-de-doo.
Oh.
Let's see.
Twitch.
What's about Twitch?
Sub change rumors. What the hell is this? Somebody.
Basically.
Yeah.
I believe it was yesterday. Twitch sent out an email to all the partners about some upcoming changes. And of course, that was promptly posted on Reddit. Because
everything's on Reddit now.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course it was. Basically, if their screenshot is correct, which who knows if it is, it probably is. I don't know. They are changing how they do emotes on Twitch. They're changing the tiers of subs that partners need to unlock certain amounts of emotes. And they are adding new tiers of subscribers.
Okay.
So you can subscribe at the $5 like normal, or at $10, or at $25 a month. And yeah, it's in my opinion, stupid as fuck, but who knows?
Yeah,
we'll see.
I
mean, I guess it's nice for people that it's bringing it all into Twitch, so that you don't have to go to other websites to get more money from people.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I saw, there wasn't really a way to do cool bonuses for people that are spending fucking $25 a month on you, like on Patreon.
Hey, at least on Patreon, they like some of the tier options are really, really cool.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is like for Patreon, it makes sense because like you spend more money, you get cool behind the scenes stuff, or whatever the person wants to do with it.
Yeah.
But on Twitch, it looks like the only I got confused reading it a little bit, but as far as I could tell, it looks like you're going to be able to lock certain emotes behind the different tiers.
Whoop-de-doo emotes.
They're taking away our
and
freedom.
It's like that doesn't really seem. And plus, Twitch takes a pretty hefty cut out of subs, and unless that changes for the higher up subs, that's gonna suck for the broadcasters who like. You could go to Patreon and they would get most of that $25, or you could do the $25 through Twitch and they would get 60%, 70% of that $25.
I'd rather do Patreon, to be honest, because they get more of the money towards them versus how Twitch is scheming.
I support like 8 people on Patreon.
I need to start.
One of the main people I support at the $20 a month level, which combined with my $5 sub on Twitch would put me at $25 a month, like the new level. It gets me access to like PDFs of DM prep notes that are really cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And it gets MP3 collections of all the old D&D shows, and gets behind the scenes videos and all that cool stuff.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber I actually watch
compared to a couple extra emotes. I don't see the value proposition for $25 a month through Twitch.
Yeah.
It seems inefficient for the broadcaster and for the customer.
Yeah, there's a YouTuber that I watch, Rob Dyke, who he has a channel where it's mostly like kind of unsolved mysteries styled, and he opened up his Patreon because of the whole YouTuber or the YouTube ad revenue scandal crap that's going on right now. And apparently, like, his tiers are actually pretty cool. Like, you have your, like, $1 tier, you have your $1 donations, you have your $5, your $10, 25, and it actually gets funnier and funnier when you keep reading the descriptions, because he's like, why would you do this? But, oh my god, thank you. And, like, then you go into the description, and, like, he caps it at, like, $100 a month. And the $100 a month, you actually get his, like, the $50 and $100 a month, or, like, 50 and up, you get his actual personal email. You get to email him, like, suggestions for shows ideas.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And at the $100 mark, you actually get an associate producer or executive producer credit on his channel.
That's awesome.
Which
nice.
I was really, and you also get a free, like, once a month or once every 3 months, a free product from his eShop, like anything, like a mug or whatever of your choosing, and also a free signed copy script of whatever episode he's going to be doing. And so it's like, it's really cool, because, like, I like those kind of tiers, because it's like he really shows his appreciation to his supporters in that sense. That's why, like, a lot of the cosplayers that do Patreon, like, you got Meg Turney, you got Jessica Negri, you got Shayna Duquette, you got all those cosplayers who are doing Patreon with different tiers, and you get, depending on the tier, you get different access to different photo sets, and which is not all that uncommon nowadays for, you pay more, you get more exclusive content, which is cool. Versus what Twitch is doing with just, like, oh, if you pay more, you get to have more emotes. It's like, yeah, I'd rather spend my money on these people that actually would appreciate my money more versus what you're doing.
Yeah, if they want to be, like, bumping up the amount that people spend each month for these creators, they should roll in some features to let the creators give more stuff, like make it a more content platform, let you do cool stuff like Patreon, and like Game Wisp lets you do. Game Wisp is more of a just for Twitch. It integrates with Twitch a lot more than Patreon does.
Oh, okay.
But basically adds this extra tiers of subscribing that Twitch is adding, but it lets you do some of the Patreon type stuff of putting certain content and stuff behind certain gates.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's a start.
Yeah.
As it is, it just seems very bare bones and not great. But if they can keep improving from here, I think it will be ultimately good for the platform, and will give creators a lot of ability to, because, like, as much as it's cool that you have Patreon and you can do all this stuff on it, that's still, you have to funnel your audience off of where they watch you onto another site to have them give you money. But if they could stay on Twitch and give you the money through there, it will let you get a higher percentage of your audience giving you money, because it's easier to capture them on that same page than to funnel them somewhere else.
Right.
But, yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I'm interested to see the broadcasters and the public's opinion once they can actually talk about it for real.
Right.
And once we have more info about it. I think it's end of April that they are going to roll it out.
Okay, so probably within the next week and a half.
Yeah, they sent it out early to partners because they wanted to give partners a chance to, get new emotes ready.
Right.
So that when it rolls out, they can, bam, we have new emotes.
Yay.
Yay.
Kappa.
And not have that weird, couple of weeks gap where there's, it's like, okay, I have more slots, but I gotta contact my person and get more emotes made because didn't know this was coming.
Right.
Not enough emotes.
No.
Never enough.
It's a thing. People subscribe to people just for the emotes.
That I find kind of...
It's a thing.
All right.
I don't do that on Twitch because I don't feel like spending $5 just for some emotes, but I definitely do on Discord because it's free to, add other Discords, and I get all the emotes from them, so I have so many emotes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You emote slut.
Nah, I love it.
Yep.
I love it.
Give me all the emotes.
Speaking of loving, well, I don't know about loving, but
What?
Okay.
What?
No, I'm like looking at this
Go
Dark.
on.
You put Dark Souls publishers reveals a new game, a vampire RPG.
Code Vein.
Yeah.
Code Vein, which kind of a weird pun title. To be fair, it's a pun in it of itself.
Yep. Vein,
So.
vampire, get it?
Yes, we get it. It's not that hard to
Whoa,
understand.
that's the joke? Oh my god. Never got it. No, it actually, there was a trailer and it actually looked really good. It's nice and animated and it doesn't look all Dark Soul-y, I guess.
Well,
maybe
it still has
hard.
It still has like the kind of, or it still looks like the kind of Dark Souls kind of look.
For it. Yeah.
Although, is it going to be like more of a? I'm looking at the trailer right now, and it's just, or the reveal animation that they're doing. It's like, okay, it's really
Animated.
sketched out style. So I'm just kind of like, okay, are they gonna have it where it's like a movable, like kind of 3D environment, or is it gonna be kind of like a odd 2D-ish style, like how they have the
Did you say
You
animation?
just have to
from-
wait and find out.
It's gotta be 3D.
Oh, publishers. I was trying to connect it to developers. Yeah, it's not by the people that made Dark Souls.
Bandai Namco.
It's by yeah, it's published by Bandai. It's not made by From Software at all.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's the development team is the same people who made the God Eater series. So
Yeah, it's not associated with Dark Souls in any way.
No.
okay,
It's not.
Why'd you? So you just accidentally wrote Dark Souls?
That's the name of the article.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
They GameSpot decided to tie it to Dark Souls because Dark Souls was also published by Bandai Namco, but that doesn't mean anything. Publishers publish a lot of games.
No.
Good
Because
job.
that was their most popular game. So they're like, hey, these are the people that did this game. Now they're doing a new game.
Yeah.
Basic journalism at its finest.
It's just a stupid connection. It's like saying, it's just like the developer is the important part, not the publisher.
Right. Which, I mean, the developer is really well known, honestly, because
It's still a great development team. It's just it's not. Don't expect Dark Souls type gameplay or the Dark Souls
okay, yeah,
development team.
yeah, that title kind of misconstrued it, but
Yeah.
no, now realizing who the developer team is, it's like, oh, this makes more sense. It's a Japanese developer. Okay, I can see now. So
I was very confused.
yeah, no, so I
Thanks,
feel
GameSpot.
well, GameSpot does tend to have clickbaity kind of titles sometimes.
Triggered.
I mean, it's
That's my
not
word.
that it's not that uncommon.
I'm triggered.
Yep.
Shook.
All right, should we get to the meat of our entire?
The main event.
Because like I know Kevin wanted to start it off with it, but yeah, I would honestly have done what Reilly did, which was wait until we got to this point.
This is the big deal anyway. That's okay.
Because I could talk about Star Wars for all day long.
Yeah. That's right.
We don't
Go
have.
on.
Some of us
nerds.
have stuff to do afterwards, so
I love me some Star Wars.
yeah. So
I wanted to make sure that we got some other stuff into the podcast as well.
right. Yeah,
Stars
so
off.
Star Wars Celebration happened this past weekend, which was awesome, and some really funny ass shit came out of it. Like,
And some really
Really funny.
emotional onion cutting shit came out of it as well.
true,
God
very
damn.
true. And then like, oh my god, other stuff. So, which part of the celebration do we want to start? Let's start with the trailer.
Let's start with the game.
Okay,
The game part of it.
Fine. We'll start with the game.
Yes. So Battlefront. It was
Two?
leaked a couple days before.
Battlefront 2.
And then Battlefront 2, the full trailer came out. And the leaked trailer was just like a 30-second teaser. And then on Friday, they played the full trailer, or they released the full trailer.
And people,
Full 2-minute long trailer.
people went apeshit.
It looks great.
It's
It
so
looks-
pretty.
I love it.
I saw the mixed comments of like, oh my god, it looks like it'll actually have like a fairly story, and then like you can play across all the generations of all the Star Wars movies, from like the original, the first trilogy. Well, the 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 4, 5, or 4, 5, 6, and then this 7, and then whatever,
and 8.
And because it also, you see Kylo Ren in there, it's like, oh my god. So you see that. I saw comments from on different random articles or Facebook posts where it's like people were a little surprised that the special ops troopers were women.
Hey,
I'm not saying anything.
Triggered.
What?
No, I'm not saying anything bad. I just found it kind of funny how, like, you do realize the Empire had both men and women working for it. Why couldn't the special ops troopers be women? Like, what's so...
There's lots of powerful women in the Empire.
Well,
Yeah,
like in episode 7, and the general, or the colonel or general?
She is a colonel.
Colonel. Yeah, and someone was bitching. They're like, I couldn't understand that she was a woman because of the armor. And they're like, it's armor. Like, I don't...
She
what
is
do you
also
want
a
us to
very
do?
she is also a very built woman, so you couldn't tell she was a woman technically, but I mean,
Does
when
that
you hear
matter?
her, no, it doesn't matter. But when
Question
you like when you hear her voice and when she talks, it's like, oh, okay, it's a British woman underneath the armor.
Super dope.
Yeah, which
And
is cool.
the story might get into some of the stuff that's been in the books, which means we might get introduced to another very, very high up woman in the Empire, which is Grand Admiral Ray Sloane, who is basically takes over the Empire after Palpatine dies.
Oh, because wait, no, this was all Legends that I remember, because like Legends, there was a power struggle between all the different generals and all that stuff. So okay, yeah.
No, she takes over the remnant of the Empire, which I think is what the single player campaign is following, is the remnant.
Right. It essentially looks like it'll start from after the Battle of Endor and continue from there. It will be interesting to see it span across 30 years practically. But I mean,
I don't think the single player campaign is going to go that long.
No.
oh, okay.
No, the whole, like, the game, the multiplayer stuff is going to span everything.
Yeah.
But the single player campaign is just going to be a short, after the Empire ends.
But I was like, when you see like the different generations and you see like Darth Maul versus freaking Yoda out of nowhere, you're like, oh Lord, this is going to be...
That's multiplayer.
Yeah.
Same shit from last year. Not
Well,
really.
And they also said that they're not going to have a season pass, which is awesome.
Lord.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you.
Watch, they'll turn they're gonna change their mind afterwards. Like, oh, we want more money. Okay, here's more content you have to pay for.
The Last Jedi costumes for Rey and Kylo and stuff like that are locked behind pre-order, though, so that sucks.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, it's either gonna be locked for pre-order for like the first 6 months, and then later on they'll be like, hey, you can now buy.
I'm sure you'll be able to buy it eventually.
Yeah.
They're not gonna.
$2.99 for a costume.
No, more than that. $2.99. No, they'll be like
probably
$5.
$5.
You never know. Hey.
No, we're talking about EA, for God's sakes. It's gonna be $5.
$5.99.
Why add the 99 cents? Why are you trying to piss people off?
That's what they're priced for.
No,
Digital.
There's no tax on digital content.
$5.99 is what you pay on digital, like PS4. PS Store does $5.99, $29.99, all that shit. That's what I'm saying. You're just rounding it off. $5. Okay,
I mean,
cool.
$4.99, not $5.99.
You never know if you get $6 worth of content for a piece of shit. Like Persona 5. Little shout out. Hang on.
Oh my god. Anyway, Battlefront looks fantastic. I hope it's great. It looks like they have taken a lot of the feedback from the first one and improved on it.
Yeah,
so.
hopefully the combat will be very much improved.
Just do like Titanfall 2. You know, one game.
They said they got rid of the pickups for heroes and stuff.
Yeah.
which is great.
Yeah.
Because that was dumb.
Pretty dumb
Wasn't
stupid.
in the original Battlefront games like it would pick a random player?
Yeah, just a random person becomes the hero.
Right. And I never played the newer Battlefront. So you're saying the newer one you had to run to get the pickup to become the hero?
Yep.
A pickup with spawn.
That's stupid. Because then if someone's close, like if someone
Yep.
literally was just focusing on getting the pickups, then they wouldn't be even playing the game really.
Yep. Same with vehicles. Vehicles were just little tokens that you picked up.
Spawn.
Same as the heroes.
Yeah, just bring it back to the how the original Battlefronts were, and you'll be fine. You won't get hate.
Yeah, a lot of people had issues with that.
I
So Battlefront should be better. I'm looking forward to. I hope it's great, and I'm looking forward to buying it day one. Hopefully,
Okay.
maybe or pre-order. I don't know.
Pre-ordered.
I want to play it. I want more canon. I need more canon.
Yeah.
Take my money.
It is canon, so be advised.
more
Yeah.
canon.
Well, it's
more Star
official.
Wars.
It's officially backed by Disney, so it'll probably guaranteed have some canon to the full-on story.
Fuck.
No, the single player campaign is canon. It was confirmed.
Oh, it was confirmed by Disney.
Yep.
Okay.
Can confirm.
Now,
Can confirm is canon.
Now, next up, we also got the episode 8 trailer, the 2-minute trailer that
Yes.
tortured everybody because there's one line specifically that everyone needs to know. What do they mean the Jedi have to end? Because when I heard Luke say that, I'm like, wait, what do you mean? What's the point? Why are you training her then?
It's all coming.
Why
It's all
called
coming
the Last
true.
Jedi?
Well, no.
It's all coming
Spoiler
true.
alert.
It's now.
Gray Jedi.
It's like now.
Gray Jedi.
It's like now. Okay, you're saying that. I think I feel like it's partly because he still blames himself for all the Jedi at his new academy that died because of Kylo Ren. But it's like
He has realized that the Jedi are stupid.
yeah, I think that's partly he now sees what his father had originally seen, that the Jedi cannot exist with this kind of like monk-like status. They actually have to take sides. They have to actually be active on a side versus taking kind of like the impartial, like neutral stance on things.
So yeah, they're hopefully going to introduce the gray side.
Yeah, hopefully that would be. Well, they didn't they technically with the Rebels, technically with Ahsoka Tano being.
Oh yeah, They've been teasing it. They haven't like dove full into it.
Yeah.
But I think Rebels is gonna be like until season 4, from what I heard from Celebration too.
Well,
Season 4, last season of Rebels.
Yep.
yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
Which, no, it's not stupid. It makes sense because you can't. Because you have literally you have to finish this. You're creating a story tie-in to the overall.
Rebels
story.
takes place in a very specific time period. You can't keep that going forever.
Yeah, you really can't. And I mean, for God's sakes, we had a kind of a Easter egg where you saw their ship at the battle of I forgot the planet. What was the planet's name in Rogue One? Huh?
No,
It's not Jakku.
Jakku.
Fuck.
Really? Oh my god!
I don't remember the planet name.
Yeah,
You
saw that ship at that in the Rogue One movie, so
Yeah.
it's like it leads up to Rogue One.
Totally, yeah.
Unless people are that brain dead and weren't paying attention to all the ships
You-
in the scene.
You want more spin-offs, and can Disney make more money out of them?
It's hard to do spin-offs when you like the way they made their spin-offs on the cartoon series were perfect points in time, because you had the Clone Wars, which was a bridge between, well, sort of a militaristic campaign style bridge between 2 and 3. Then you have Rebels, which is a bridge between 3 and Rogue One.
Rogue One, yep.
And then you have, hopefully, then you most likely have, or you will have kind of the bridge between 6 and 7 with the Battlefront 2 campaign, or at least a small part of a bridge. I mean, I can see Disney kind of expanding on that with a new cartoon series, maybe. But
it's Disney we're talking about here, so they can do whatever the hell they want.
yeah, Disney they just pretty much like they consort with that one guy who essentially is the master canon of all things Star Wars.
Speaking of between 6 and 7, if you haven't read it, check out the Aftermath series. It's 3 books. It's just the third one came out like a month ago. a fantastic bridge between the two. It's really interesting stories, and it's on Audible as well, narrated by Mark Johnson, who is amazing. Like, absolutely incredible at narrations.
Okay, cool.
I highly recommend it. I listened to it, just at work.
Give it.
Yeah,
It's
I need
great stories.
I
Give
need
it
books
time.
to listen to at work.
Yep.
Definitely check out Aftermath. It's a good series.
Okay.
I'm about to start Thrawn, which is the one that just came out a couple days ago.
Is that about Grand Admiral Thrawn? Or
Yep.
Okay, cool. Because I know he's in.
And it's actually written by the guy that first wrote who wrote the original Thrawn trilogy.
cool.
That's in Legends.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's actually kind of cool.
Which is also it's one of the best Legends books, the original Thrawn trilogy.
Right.
Even though it's Legends and not canon anymore, it's still worth a read. It's fantastic.
All right. Yeah. So.
What was the other book?
Oh, there was I think there was one that talked about one book that was expanding on. What is it? It was. I might be thinking of Aftermath. I can't remember.
Expanding on what?
It was more I'm thinking of Aftermath. The whole there was another book that kind of expanded the whole 30-year gap between storylines, but yeah.
There's one that follows Luke.
Oh, really? That's
Um,
actual canon?
Yes.
Ah, that's
I'm
interesting.
trying to log into my Audible account so I can see my library so I can have the names of these books.
Yeah.
Tarkin was a good one. That was following Tarkin's rise.
Oh,
It
okay.
was actually really interesting.
Yeah, I
um,
remember because you see Tarkin near the end of Clone Wars, and they really don't expand much into his character. Do they expand? He's in Rebels, right? I haven't watched it.
I don't know.
Who's in there?
I haven't seen. I've only seen the first 2 seasons of Rebels.
So
I can't catch up yet.
yeah, it was on Netflix at one point, and I was gonna watch it after I finished Clone Wars, and then all of a sudden it disappeared from Netflix. I'm like, son of a bitch.
You took it out.
No. Yeah, Tarkin is good. Catalyst is
That's the one- that's
Rogue,
the one I was
leading up to Rogue. It leads up to Rogue One.
Okay, yeah.
It's all about Galen Erso and how he was working on the super laser and resisting working on the super laser.
Right. Yeah.
Heir to the Jedi is the one that follows Luke.
Oh.
It was pretty good. It follows him like learning how to use the Force a little bit and meeting someone and then going on a little adventure. And then Aftermath Aftermath, Star Wars, Journey to Star Wars, the first Force Awakens is the name of the first one.
Oh.
And then Star Wars Life Debt is the second one.
Are those like the official kind of novel iterations for episode 7, or are they kind of like
No,
offshoots?
Aftermath is after. It basically takes place right after the Death Star blows up.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And 1, 2, and 3 follow the rise of the remnant, or
first,
not the rise,
first
but
order?
No, it doesn't follow the First Order.
Oh.
It follows the formation of the Empire Remnant.
Oh, okay.
And then there's one other book that's not showing up. Was that Aftermath 1? No,
No.
it wasn't Aftermath 1.
We'll leave it to
There's one that follows Leia.
Oh, okay.
And that one gives some hints about the First Order.
All right.
Oh, Bloodline. There it is.
Oh, yeah, that was the book I was thinking of. That one was the one other
That
book.
one follows Leia as she's a senator in the New Republic.
Right.
Or the new whatever.
I think it was the New Republic.
Is that what they call it? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
And that follows her and some stuff that happens there. That one's actually really good as well. It's more of a political drama.
Is that
and not
Is it narrated by Carrie Fisher?
No.
Damn.
Yeah.
I should listen to her autobiography.
Definitely.
But speaking of Carrie Fisher, they actually did a tribute video in the at Star Wars Celebration, which, goddamn, like, I'm sure there was not a dry eye in the entire house like that.
It hit me hard
It's hard.
watching it on a screen.
Yeah.
Can't imagine being in that room.
I would be like
Jesus.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine that either, because it was just like, you know, she kind of paved the way for a lot of people, and people still look up to her now. It's like, holy shit. She's like the epitome of what like a strong woman that people want to be, that women want to be. That person, like, she was a princess, and she also was a general. She commanded an army. Like,
She kicked ass.
yeah. She pretty much. Like, you mean they showed clips of her in Return of the Jedi, and it was just like, she is a straight up badass. Holy shit.
Yep, she's awesome.
Yeah.
And then following that video with friggin' John Williams doing Leia's theme, God.
Yeah, that was
destroyed.
That was just like the clincher, like, oh yeah,
Dead.
you're cutting onions here. Let's slice a finger off now.
Jeez.
Rip.
But yeah, so a lot of other videos actually started popping up from Star Wars Celebration, and they were more related towards cosplays, because obviously you're going to expect a lot of people dressed up as characters from Star Wars. So one of the videos I found, which was hilarious, was like a bunch of rebel soldiers completely reenacting the scene where they're getting the Death Star transmitted plans.
I love that.
And they're like actually doing like, they're actually running away from a Darth Vader that's actually chasing him and slicing him down. They get to like, I applaud them using that convention center to their full extent, to where they're like trying to open a door. It's like, grab the plants. And I'm just like watching, like, laughing in my hands, like, oh my god, this is hilarious.
That was awesome.
Those people were having way too much fun with what they were doing. I'm betting they were all a group. They were like, we need you for a video. Come with us real quick. And they found like a Darth Vader, and they just dragged him into it. And you're just like, all right, cool, whatever.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
And then there was somebody tell me, what's this ice cream bucket thing? I don't understand. I saw a video of a huge crowd of dudes with ice cream makers.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Oh my god, I need to show you. I need to find that video. It was like a crowd, like a huge line of people with ice cream makers in like the workman uniform suits, and I'm just like, what is this? What references? It might have been an SNL skit. It might have been something, just a random parody video. It was weird and kind of scary and funny at the same time. And then there was I know one cosplayer, but there was a huge group of cosplayers that did the SNL, the SNL mat from when what's his? I forgot the actor's name. What's his name again? Who
Adam
plays
Driver?
Kylo? Yeah, the Adam Driver skit where he's like in a weird serviceman uniform.
Oh yeah.
And like a lot of them were all carrying the lightsaber, and they find a Darth Vader, and they all grouped hugged the Darth Vader dude, and I could not tell if the dude was just a random like passerby, like, what the fuck is this shit, or like he was just like playing along, but like, okay. And I swear to God, it was a group of 30 mats, like just all hugging a Darth Vader at random. I was just like, what in the hell am I looking at? This doesn't make sense.
That's hilarious.
But there were so many different, you had like so many different cosplay gatherings where you had the Imperials, you had the Rebels, so many, like, that's why I kind of want to do a Grand Admiral wow, why am I drawing a blank on the character's name from Rogue One?
Thrawn?
No, not Thrawn,
Ursa.
Huh?
Jyn Ursa.
No, not, what? Real? She's not even Imperial at all. I'm talking about the guy who essentially was the director. What's his name?
Krennic?
Yeah, Director Krennic. There was a lot of cosplayers that were cosplaying Director Krennic. And then there was one photo where you had a dude actually who looks like Palpatine, like straight up with the makeup and everything, with actual red Imperial guards with him. And he had a bunch of red shirts from Star Trek for no reason whatsoever in the front. And he's just holding his hands out like he's actually electrocuting them all to death. And it was just like, they were holding up signs like, make Star Trek and Star Wars no war, or make Star Trek, no Star Wars, and then he just electrocutes them all to death in the next screenshot. You're just like, haha, die, bastards.
Amazing.
So yeah, it looks like one of those few conventions where everyone is having fun, and if you are trying to make a video, like a random YouTube fun video, that you can just literally grab anybody and they'll just be like, sure, let's go, let's do it. Like it.
Yeah, I hope I'm gonna definitely go to it next time it comes to like LA or nearby.
Yeah, apparently a few friends of mine were a few people I know who were on a plane flying back from Celebration. They were saying like they overheard somebody saying it was going to be in Denver, but
Interesting.
yeah, that's not confirmed until like Disney's and Star Wars say, yeah, we're having it Denver. I'm hoping they go back I'm hoping they go back to Anaheim, because I would definitely drive all the way down, because it looks like a fun time to go.
I would totally do that as well.
Road trip.
Fly or drive?
Yeah. Drive. Why?
No, I'm flying.
It's not that
Why?
long.
It's really not worth flying. It's not worth the flight when you have to. Yeah, you're better off driving with a group of people. Like, rent a van, drive down there. Boom, you're done.
That's fair. Whatever happens.
It's
Get a
better
sweet
to.
DJ. You're Gucci.
I am Gucci. I'm proud of it.
I hate that word.
All my coworkers
Triggered.
at work say it, and I started saying it, and now my mom started saying it. It's all bad.
Your mom started saying Gucci?
Yeah, because I started saying it a lot because my coworkers say it a lot. We actually got my boss to say it. I'll be like, oh, how are you doing today? He's like, I'm Gucci. And I'm like, okay, dude, you're like 49. Stop.
I will never understand the wording of this younger generation.
You're like the same age.
I'm 29, going
You're
30.
It's like the same age.
I don't give a shit. I grew up without these fucking bullshit slang words, okay?
Yeah, you're like the same age.
Whatever. I don't. No. I feel like half the time I feel like Jeff on our shows, and it's just like, oh god.
Hella
why?
triggered.
I grew up in a totally different generation than what you people all have with these like freaking new words and
New words, really.
Just get on the hype. Just jump on it.
Oh my god.
No,
Jump
I'm
on it.
sorry. Like Lit, Gucci,
Oh shit, fam, it lit.
It's
all
lit,
those
fam.
fucking bullshit words
all
is like
fake.
I hate it. I
Sup,
really
bae?
do.
Hey, babe.
Oh,
Why you gotta hate it?
that word too. That word is total bullshit too. Like I hate the fact that it's a fucking. It's who told me it was an abbreviation? Somebody. I don't know who, someone told me it was abbreviation before anyone else.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
It's like you're taking out a letter and now making it into an acronym of a longer three set of words. It's like, are you fucking retarded? Like, why are you making it more complicated?
It's like a shortcut, though. I don't care. It's a shortcut.
Oh my god!
See,
Why are words making you angry?
Because they do.
He's an old man. You know why? That's
Words
how-
make me angry. Okay, words make me angry.
This just in. Patrick gets angry about words.
I do. I really do. I get angry about even fucking cell phone apps.
I
Really.
could see you like just going through a dictionary and you've seen a word and you're like, God fuck it, I
God
hate
damn
that
it.
fucking word.
Oh, speaking of dictionary, the sonic screwdriver is now officially part of the Webster dictionary.
I bet that makes you angry, huh?
No, actually, I like that because it's a Doctor Who reference. So fuck off.
Jesus.
This new hip TV show, whatever.
New? That thing's been around longer than both our lives.
Together.
Together.
Actually, it's been around as long as both our lives together. So
These new
Says-
shows and hip words.
God, whatever. Fucking-
he gives up. You win this one. You win this one.
I always
No, I'd rather argue. I'd rather argue with her in person about this bullshit. But yeah.
fight me. Fight me IRL.
What a good way to end a podcast.
1v1.
What? Wait, did you say IRL?
Of course I did.
Oh dear
Here we
lord.
go.
1v1.
He hates acronyms.
Kick it.
PvP.
This has
Get
gone
good,
off
son.
of the rails a bit.
It did. It did. Oh god.
Like I said.
Anyways. I
Because it hit 10
I-
o'clock, that's why.
It is,
Is
10.
it? Oh Jesus Christ!
It's-
I need to sleep soon.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
Should
Whatever.
do you want to try this little game, or should we save that for next week?
Save that for
Save
next
it for
week.
next week.
Yeah,
You don't need
let's
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Stay
We
tuned.
will.
Yeah. I think we're done today.
A little shameless ripoff from one of my new favorite podcasts. We'll try it next week.
All right. So yeah, about that, sign off. Gotta hit the old
Oh,
dusty
man.
trail or galactic trail,
Bye.
however you want to call it.
What a
What a podcast.
what a week.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll go back to our standard video in physical person format this coming week because
Yep, we will be back in person again. This was just a little detour.
Little hiccup.
slight
Little,
detour
little
because
detour.
of my house renovations.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm breaking it up.
You'll get to see our beautiful faces soon.
Not too soon.
Don't worry.
Not too soon. But soon enough.
Gotta tease them.
But for now, farewell and thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Like and
Hope you
subscribe.
have like and subscribe. Hope you have a great morning, evening, whatever it is for you.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Good tea.